smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
We got the yellow, we got the mustard unis on.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here.
Got the mustard
and we're
unis.
underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So
from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's my fault. I got the user down.
Big pickup there on the run. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Not letting me. There we go. I'll try that.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Sketchy.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this throw will be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll play action now. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Frank.
And
He's greedy.
Catch on the sideline. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Frank is greedy. It's my ball now. Let's go, Frank.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
You stop running, bro.
But intercepted.
I'm so confused why you even started running in the first place, bro.
And the Jags are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the first interception.
That's so frustrating.
And that really not the best decision either.
Kyle Pitts started running. I didn't even want him to start running in the first place. He ran right into his user, too. It's not even like he was just trying to like run to get open. He ran right into his user. Really fucking annoying.
Turn it into points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence.
Pressure
gets to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Then his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Lamar scares me sometimes, man.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I got his number on
the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
Good time to call that.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Steps away to his left. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a
Lamar, no,
that's
a fucking touchdown, bro.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
That's literally a touchdown. That's literally a touchdown. Are you serious, Lamar? You're a 99 overall quarterback.
Your dad taught you that
you gotta make that throw
when you were a tyke. Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lawrence on third down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Etienne, and he will get this into the end zone.
Oh my God, Lamar, I'm pissed with you.
Travis Etienne.
I'm so angry with Lamar right now.
On the year.
I'm so angry with
the
Lamar.
Jaguars have taken the lead.
Lamar had a touchdown. 3-ass touchdown, straight down the middle. He left the zone. Everything.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fucking interception. A horrible interception at that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Just try this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 29, Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
Put that over his head.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Just a little bit, man. Just a little bit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they now Brown all the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
From the 29, Jackson going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Horrid passes, Lamar. Horrid passes, Lamar. Come on, man.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. In for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Lamar has not
Tucker
played his
now
best
kick it
game
away following the
far.
touchdown.
He's missing a lot of passes. I don't know how a 99 overall QB is not making some of
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Nowhere
to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I hold these third, and he outran everyone.
79 yards.
Deep third, he
and the Jaguars are
every
back
single
within a
person.
score. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Unreal, man, unreal.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right right side. He's got his man. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Can you run, Lamar? Hello?
This one is down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is something quick. Coaching. No stats. Game stats. Player stats. Receiving. 5 for 153.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Lawrence on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Someone got toasted.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Eric Stingley, a 91 overall X-Factor corner with 1 step
and
ahead.
they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I just need to start stretching out his defense, get them tired. Let's get Metcalf loose over there. He's a hell of a blocker.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Who in their right mind? Harold? Harold? Harold made that play?
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there.
Why is his D-line playing so incredible? Who the fuck is Harold Landry, bro? Who the hell is that?
So they come right out.
That's not a real football player.
3 and out and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
The rest of the game. Let him
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, gotten the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
I'm going to do this.
Lawrence. He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's caught by OBJ. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Get one of them, bro.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Brian Burns. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Britt. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Why are you cutting upfield? Stand there, bro. Oh my God. There's no reason to do that. Just stay there. If you just don't move, that is a 1st down. Why are you running back into the defense?
And threw right into it for an interception.
I'm getting so fucking
Jaguars
frustrated.
come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Fucking rocket science.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And he throws right at my face.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly. And they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And some room to run now.
Go.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 97 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Longest of the season.
Tucker now to kick it away
and all of a
following
sudden,
the
a not
touchdown.
so great game for him. Looks like a really good game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, Britt. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On third down, Britt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll keep it on the ground. Britt, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
That was the ugliest game I've ever played in my life. That was a horrible game. This is a horrible game.
Charles,
Not look good at all. I think I got hoed over and over again by my own players, though. Like,
they can't help but feel great about themselves.
That was horrible.
I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll